Hi, my name's Tony Wilsonham and I'm the new teaching professional here at Bridlington Golf Club. Well, if you've not maybe guessed it from the accent, I am an East Londoner, very proud Cockney boy, and being a West Ham fan does come with the territory. Basically, it's a great opportunity. My wife and her family are all from Hull, so basically to get a job in a lovely part of the world like this, by the coast, at a really rather nice golf course, it's too good an opportunity to turn down. It's beautiful for the family aspect, and like I said, it's a lovely club and never been so friendly. What's not to love? Well, when I first started in the working world, I left school as a professional musician. Basically, went away, about 6 years into my career when I was about 22. Me and a few of the lads went away on a lads' holiday down to Weymouth in the southwest of England, and on the way into this week's holiday, we passed a golf course, and one of the guys played a little bit. His dad was quite a keen golfer, and he decided to drag us all out on the golf course after a few days. And after my first go on the golf course, that was it. They didn't see me for the rest of the week, and yeah, after that, I just got really passionately into it. So, as all golfers out there can quite happily assimilate to it, it's a very consuming sport, and I got the bug just like everybody else. I played a little bit. I've taught a lot. And basically I've covered quite a lot of countries in Europe. I spent a long time in Germany, about 12 years in total, over a 15-year period. I've been in Spain, in the Canaries, Bulgaria, Turkey. Yeah, quite a few places. It's been a hoot, I have to say. It's been a great life. I've had a great time. And yeah, the wife and I just carry on going from one adventure to the next. It's been fabulous. I think communication's the most important thing, and I like to spend a lot of time on that, making sure that people really understand not just what I'm working on with them specifically, because that's a given, but also that I try to make sure that people have an all-round fundamental knowledge of the golf swing and the golf game, so that they can really apply the information that I'm giving them. If people don't have a good solid foundation to their general golf knowledge, it's very difficult for them to translate any of the information given. So I like to just make sure that people really understand what I'm talking to them about. A coach when I was younger once said to me, try to realise how good you are. And that basically means both sides of that. Appreciate your faults, and embrace them, and appreciate also what you are good at, and so we can work on your faults and we can coax along and still polish your better aspects. And I think if golfers learn to be honest with themselves, they'll ultimately reach their goals, as opposed to maybe sort of jazzing up some of their scores a little bit later. Just be honest with yourself and work hard with me. I like to sort of make a sort of team, like a buddy thing with all of my students. When I'm working with them, we're Team Bob or Team Shirley or whatever. It's just, you know, I think people really need an arm around them, and to know that that their coach really wants them to get better, which I do. And if that comes across as a bit strange, it's heartfelt meant, because I'm quite vocationally a golf coach. I enjoy watching people improve. So that's the thing. It doesn't matter how good you are, we'll find where the nut needs cracking and we'll work on it. Well, interaction, I think that's quite an organic thing. I think, first of all, you just have to be yourself and be genuine. That's something I've done all my life, and I think people can spot someone who's, like I said in the last question, people can spot whether you are sort of vocationally there, whether you're actually present, whether you're just turning up to do it as a job, which I don't. I really want to be there. it behoves me to be like that, and I think it works better for both parties. A student that's with an engaged coach and a coach that's with an engaged student, they have fun for an hour, whereas if there is a little bit of a disconnect, the time can drag. In the last question where I said, it's really making sure that people understand what I'm talking about, and that's through use of language. Always looking to possibly rephrase something and make, constantly having eye contact so that you know whether people have actually, whether the penny's dropped. And when you reach these aha moments, then you can really kick on. That's easy. Stay here, enjoy my time working, get to know all of the members, become in the nicest way one of the fixtures and fittings. I don't like moving around. That's one aspect of the job that has been maybe a bit of a bind. Sometimes, eventually the adventure has to sort of calm down a bit, and I just like it here. The membership seem like a really nice bunch, and I mean that. They've all been so friendly, so normal, which is great. And it's all about building up relationships and friendships and things. And like I say, it's near for the wife's family. The location's everything that we want, and the members seem so nice. I've not had so much contact with them, what with moving in, etc. But like I say, the time that I've spent here, they've all been lovely, and I'm not just saying that. The only one I could say is reading the room, looking at. I think you have to. I think a good coaching depends on the coach's ability to really assess a player, not just from their swing, but what kind of person, what kind of student they are, i.e. are they more visual, are they more audio, do they want to be positioned, do they need more hands-on, etc. And also, some people, I've noticed, you could line up 10 different people and you'd maybe have to explain the same thing to them all 10 differently, which is in no way anything derisory to say about the individual. It's about me being able to find the trigger for everybody, because everybody's different. And if I don't embrace that as a coach, if I try to just sell a one-size-fits-all method of bringing people to the game of golf, then I'm going to be dead in the water. And I realised that a long time ago. Luckily, I've taught thousands of people, because it's quite a heavy number in Germany. You do teach a lot. So yeah, experience has taught me no two people are the same, and I'd be a fool to expect that to be so. So yeah, just reading the room, getting to know people quickly, and just having an eye for it, I guess. Practice, but in England, you tend to hear people saying practice makes perfect, which I completely disagree with. I spent a bit of time in America, played a little bit in the States as well, and harking back to the music side of things as well, the other side of the pond say practice makes permanent. So think about that. If you really do want to get better at this game, don't ask your mate, who might be quite good because he's off a 7, because he still doesn't know the half of it. And that's well meant, by the way. Get yourself proper coaching and be really diligent. I can only say that when you look at tournament players on the teaching team with their coaches between tournament rounds, they're still micromanaging it. They're still looking at every part of their golf game. And also, these guys are the best of the best, and they're still able to effect change. So don't think there's anything that you can't do. A lot of people say, I'm too old for this, or I've been doing this or that or the other wrong for too long. I think, to be honest, that's rubbish, really. Just take on a really, open yourself up to change and be prepared to put in the hard yards, because every time you don't practice, make every shot count, make every swing count, because every time you don't do it properly, you're imprinting the wrong stuff and you won't get better. So take time to do it properly. That's all I can say. So if you'd like to get into golf, or you're an established golfer that wants to improve their game, then visit the website at bridlingtongolfclub.co.uk.